This is Charlie Parsons for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN for about the 600th time this week, Edward.
Honestly.
The Fuel Hub love us.
Mate, you are the original poncer. Do you know that?
Do you not like sort of respect it, though?
I mean, well, first of all, you're poncing private jets, then like some geezer that drives you around everywhere. Now you're poncing fuel hubs. Do you know what I mean? Told you that. Tasty, eh? Tasty.
Like Edward. Jack Catterall, great performance.
Really good.
It started a little bit slow
yeah.
and
first 3 rounds, maybe in 4 rounds. I know, but it's like because the reason is when you say why they're making southpaws against, you're not making southpaws against each other. You're making 2 top 5 world-class fighters against each other. And sometimes when there's so much on the line, the first 3 rounds are going to be a bit cagey. It was the 5th round was the knockdown, and it changed the fight really. All of a sudden, I thought Jack was probably behind after the 5th or 6th round. So I had to go from there, be more aggressive, and when he was aggressive, he hurt Regis Prograis. By the way, Regis Prograis, proper fighter.
What a lovely guy as well,
great
in his
speech,
post-fight.
You know, great speech, turned his ankle over completely in like the 11th round.
His legs were.
Went through the 12th round, because he dislocated his ankle. I mean, it was hanging off. Like, it was like he couldn't even stand up on it, but he never stopped trying to win the fight. And massive respect to him. And now Jack Catterall, he needs that shot at the world title. You know, he may be the very best at 140 pounds. Fantastic fighter. You know, within 11 months, he's headlined in Liverpool against Linares, Leeds against Josh Taylor, Prograis in Manchester. By the way, what a venue, what a crowd. Just fantastic.
We've got to get Sam Jones stopping these hands on God, because now he's handed on God that a world title's next, which it probably will be.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously we represent Liam Parra and Richardson Hitchin, so we're in a great position. But also with the WBO, we should really get ordered to fight Teofimo Lopez as well, to be honest with you. I think it's a great fight. But obviously the Parra-Hitchins win is probably more realistic. And we'll see what happens December 7th.
I suppose just on the performance, and you spoke about big nights in the UK, you spoke about the Chorley crowd in there, they were so loud.
Brilliant crowd, brilliant venue, brilliant atmosphere, fantastic. I mean, you know, we had, I think, 8,500, close to 9,000 in there tonight. Imagine when you get the full lot, it will be unbelievable. And a great start, brilliant team to work with OVG, Oakview. They've been fantastic partner for us with Man City and everything during the week, and really successful night.
Just quickly before we start talking about the card, I know when you have these big nights, it was the same as when you done Taylor Catterall too. We always have that buzz for more British boxing events. I know that obviously you've got Birmingham.
Yeah.
Next year, is it just tenacity?
Yeah, absolutely. More nights like this, you know. It was a great night. Obviously, you know, great card. Disappointed with the Botti fight.
Yeah, can you talk about that?
Yeah, of course. Well done, mate. Congratulations, yeah. Well done, boys. Right, Jace. Yeah, I think it's something I've never seen before. You know, we were sitting at ringside and Dennis Gilmartin phoned Frank Smith and said, "Can you and Eddie come backstage?" Dennis Gilmartin's never said anything like that. So as soon as you get a call like that, it's like, oh shit, what's happened here? You know that someone's ill, someone's got a problem. And then when Frank Smith went backstage, the doctors were in with Michael Gomez. I believe he came to the changing room, felt ill, had pains in his stomach or lower stomach, and you know, couldn't really hardly move. This is what we're being told. The doctors looked at him, they gave him a urine analysis, some other tests, and when they got the results, they ruled him out of the fight. So there's nothing that Gomez can do or we can do at that point. Reece Botti thinks that he just ducked out of the fight.
Yeah, we saw that on DAZN. I know it was
he's
quite
obviously
raw
frustrated, but I think what he's saying is, if I'm a fighter and I turn up at the venue, he walked in, he looked fine, you fight. But listen, obviously sometimes things happen in life, and I don't know the ins and outs. All I know is the British Boxing Board of Control told us we are not permitting him to fight. And that's that.
So it's out of everyone's hand on your end.
Yeah, of course. But obviously fighters' safety's paramount, but Reece feels like he swerved the fight. Very unusual to swerve the fight an hour before. If you're going to swerve it, you know, you do 10 weeks of camp, you don't get paid. I mean, like, it's not, you know. So, yeah, disappointing, but it's life.
Did you say there was an approach from Queensbury about the Ryan Garner fight?
Yeah, Lee messaged me and said, like, we were trying to make Ryan Garner against Alpha Barrett in the 5v5, which I think is another great fight. And they just said, is it a fight you'd be interested to? I said, absolutely. You know, make the offer. Ryan Garner's a good fight. I mean, it's a massive fight for London. Reece Botti is a huge ticket seller.
Maybe down Southampton?
No, I think it's in London, but, you know, wherever. But obviously, the plan now is to get Reece out ASAP because he hasn't fought tonight.
Just a recap on the rest of the card.
I thought the Campbell-Hatton fight was a brilliant fight.
Yeah, what's next for Campbell?
I mean, look, I thought it was close, if I'm being really honest, and I said it to Ricky Hatton to his face, because he thought he won the fight, and people had it mixed. I thought he lost the fight 6-4. That's my honest opinion. I thought he won the first half of the fight 3-2, and he lost the second half of the fight 4-1. That's my honest opinion. What's next for him? I mean, it wasn't a performance that tells me that he's going to go beyond that level. But also, he's a very nice young man who works his nuts off, gives it 110%, and has given us back-to-back great fights. So I'm sure he's going to speak to his team, speak to his dad, and we'll talk.
Just on the rest of the card?
Pat McCormack, fantastic fighter, 15 months out of the ring. Yeah, we really need to put him in deep now, because I think that's where you're going to see the best of him. Great performance from Junaid Boston. You know, he's an outstanding fighter. William Crawler is a serious problem. I mean, he's an outstanding fighter. And now we're going to the press conference. Thank you, Simon Grant.
Edward, thank you very much.